Yo, what's up everyone? What's going on today? Welcome back to the channel. Bro, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 22. Oof. Yo, they cooking. Yo, Jura is out for some Uzumaki blood. My man comes, he forgets everybody here. He goes for Boruto's cheeks. Yo, I cannot stress how bad this is for Boruto. My man is literally shivering in this chapter, alright? Jura has got this guy. Even Kashin Kochi says Boruto has no luck to defeating Jura. Yo, he is actually strong. My man literally nullified Uzuhiko like nothing. I know this Rasengan Uzuhiko wasn't that charged up, but bro, he literally nullified it within seconds. He literally understood what Uzuhiko is, and he knew that it is similar to the Bijou Bomb as it requires rotation. He literally used that and instantly nullified it. That just tells you how smart his battle instincts are. Jura is a completely different beast. This chapter was straight greasy, alright? Look at the cover page too. This chapter starts off with a sexy ass Boruto on the cover page. My man wearing that light blue shirt. Yo, he looking sick as fuck, alright? Bro, Ikimoto cooked at this cover page. And what's funny is this cover page is called Jura because Jura comes to spread the Uzumaki cheeks. So getting into this chapter, Jura spawns out of the Grime Claws and he instantly looks at Sarada as soon as he appears. And if you look at his eyes, he's looking very carefully at her. I think this is an implication that he senses Sarada's true power. And I think he's like, yeah, I need to turn her into a tree next. Because if you look at it, his eyes open widely. He doesn't use that same look against anyone else except her. He literally looks at her particularly. It could also explain that he felt her powers through Ryu since he is connected to all of them. He's like, this girl defeated him like that. Like he knows something is up with her. So I think his next step is to use either Sarada as a hostage or he's going to turn Sarada into a tree. I do think the hostage one is gonna happen because he does ask Boruto what is love in this chapter. So they are hinting that she is Boruto's weakness and Jura is gonna use her against him so he can draw Boruto out. Just like what Code did to Boruto in the beginning of the series. He came to the village knowing that Boruto would come and save Sarada if she was in danger. So Jura is planning the same thing. But right now Jura ignores Sarada and everybody completely, even ignores Ryu's bulb and goes directly to Boruto. Boruto in this panel is telling Konohamaru, grab the Thorn Soul bulb and get out of here. And while they are talking, out of nowhere a Bijou bomb comes flying. The man tried hitting Boruto with the Bijou bomb sniper shot. Like look how far he is. He's where Mitsuki and Dam are and he shot Boruto in that distance and he just missed. Yo, this guy is vile, fam. Jura says it missed, what a pity, and he instantly then rushes towards Boruto. Boruto then tells Konohamaru, yo, grab that Thorn Soul bulb and get the hell out of here. There's no time. Boruto throws shurikens everywhere. He's saying you need to get Sarada everybody and boogie. Konohamaru's looking at Boruto like, yo, dog, I don't know if I can. Boruto snaps here saying, yo, you need to get the hell out of here. Like Boruto is trying to tell this guy, yo, this is serious. This is no time to play around. And I think this is the only time we've seen Boruto actually yell like that to anyone. Look at his face here. He's actually angry like, yo, move bro, move. Jura literally is seconds away from Boruto and fam, the way Jura is flying in the scene, yo, look at his hairstyle. He looks like Kawaki. Yo, is this a hint that Jura is Kawaki, fam? It could be true. If you look at his hairstyle, it has been growing over the series. And now looking at it, he has slowly turned into what Kawaki is. So low-key, Jura could be Kawaki or is connected to Kawaki, which is why he wants Naruto, because he feels love for Naruto, which he got from Kawaki. So getting back to the panel, while Jura is rushing in, he uses another Bijou bomb on Boruto and blows up the entire area. Boruto grabs Konohamaru and quickly leaves out of there. Boruto throws Konohamaru saying, yo, you need to get out of here quickly. Konohamaru understood Boruto's reference just by reading his face and his eyes. He knows this enemy is serious. Konohamaru knows he can't even take him. So Konohamaru leaves. Jura looks at Konohamaru and right at that moment, Boruto decides to use the Rasengan by sneaking up on Jura. I think this was a perfect execution because I think Jura was gonna come after Konohamaru, but Boruto distracted him by using the Rasengan on him. Because it's weird that Jura decides to focus on Konohamaru running away with the bulb rather than going after Ryu's bulb or anything like that. So then Boruto Rasengans Jura, and honestly I'm surprised Boruto even got the upper hand on him, but it looks like it does not even affect Jura. Literally look at that hit, this barely even affected Jura. Jura goes a little bit flying and he instantly turns around and uses another Bijou bomb on Boruto. Boruto teleports again behind Jura to where he threw the shuriken and Boruto tries using his sword and Jura does not even allow that. Jura literally uses his middle finger to stop Boruto's blade. And again, I gotta say this here. Look at Jura's head. It looks so much like Kawaki's. Literally, the hairstyle is following Kawaki's. Look at the top of his bush. His bush looks like Kawaki's. The whole thing is starting to get together. This whole time, I thought it was some sort of hat or some shit like that. Like, I don't know, this guy's growing hair. Like, that's actually fucking hair. I thought that was just his cloak or some bullshit like that. Like, that is weird as shit. So anyways, Jura says the flying Raijin is impressive, but he's like, my heart dances with joy because I get to fight you. Yo, Jura was waiting for somebody strong. Like, he wanted to go all out. And what's funny is, he's not even trying here. Fam, how strong is this guy? Even Ida here says that Boruto is holding up quite nicely. Has he no chance against Jura? Caution Koji says, yeah, that's right. There's no way he can win. With the current sequence of events, Boruto needs to be aware of that fact. Ida says he needs to teleport away. Koji says he can't even if he wants to, because the flying Raijin is a tricky jutsu, and because of where the objects are, it's harder to detect them the further they are. And on top of that, he says that Boruto can't run away because Jura will retrieve Matsuri and Ryu's Thorn Soul Bulb, and so he'll put everybody else in danger from Sarada, Mitsuki, and Konohamaru, which Boruto does not want to do that. So he needs to keep Jura engaged until they can get away. And then Koji says that Boruto is done for without a doubt. So this is telling us that Boruto is cooked, alright? He is done for. We think Boruto has the upper hand? Fam, nah, it ain't gonna happen. The way Jura has his hands in his pocket, yo, he just chilling, you know? So then Jura says to Boruto, I've come here to kill you because you know too much about us, even though we just emerged. He says you must have an accomplice who's telling you all this intel, and he questions who his accomplice is. Boruto does not answer. So then Boruto thinks to himself, saying that, yo, he must have taken some damage from the Rasengan, but he can't read him at all. He says he's gonna have to take him down using the Zuhiko. This right here tells us that Boruto can't even read Jura's power level or anything. He doesn't even know if Jura even got hurt. If we go back to a few panels ago, it doesn't even look like Jura took any damage from the Rasengan. He barely has a scuff on him. That's just telling you how OP Jura is to Boruto. We think Boruto is the strongest. Jura is leagues above at the moment. So then Jura asks Boruto what is love, because he says that his current opinion is that love can be a fatal weakness for humans, flawed as a side effect of being highly intelligent. And then he gives Boruto as an example, saying that you barely have a chance to win against me, yet you still came here to save your friend. In other words, love has lured you here to the place of your death. So what Jura is implying is that Boruto coming to save Konohamaru has basically set Boruto up for death. And if Boruto leaves, then Jura's gonna end up attacking his friends, which he doesn't want. So then Jura tries to now attack Boruto, and he uses his tree-like abilities, and Boruto says, without planting my feet on the ground, I can't use the Zuhiko. Jura is not even giving Boruto a chance to step foot anywhere. What's funny is Boruto's jumping around, Jura's still in the same spot. So then Jura catches Boruto by surprise. Boruto loses Sasuke's sword and it lands in the sand. This right here, Boruto gets pierced by Jura's big giant tree. Jura walks up to Sasuke's sword and Boruto says, yo, don't touch that. That's my master's. If you do, I'm gonna make your fate worse than death. So then Jura picks up the sword, he looks at it, and it looks like he's about to break it. So now Boruto is in a crosshold. Right now he's thinking, because he does not want Sasuke's blade to break, because Sasuke is very important to him. And Jura keeps emphasizing that Boruto will suffer due to love. I'm telling you, this is a foreshadow that Boruto is gonna lose more because of love. And this might just be random, but I think it also might relate to Momoshiki saying your blue eyes will take everything away from you. Maybe Boruto's blue eyes revolve around love. So then Boruto is cooking up the Rasengan Zuhiko, and then he tells Jura that's precisely why you'll never be more than just trees. Fam, he's trying to shoot some shots at Jura. My man teleports behind Jura real quick, and boom, he gives Jura a fat back shot. Like, fam, my man went in them cheeks. Jura goes flying. Fam, looking at Jura, he barely took any damage. Look at his cloak, look at his back. My man literally took no fucking damage. Bro, how strong is this damn guy? Yo, Jura is now just standing there looking at Boruto, and Boruto's like, yo, you should be tweaking right now. And Jura instantly nullifies Rasengan Zuhiko by using the same ideas that follow the Bijou Bomb. Bro, this guy has some serious ass battle smarts, fam. Yo, this guy is menacing. Anyways, he deactivates Rasengan Zuhiko. Boruto is shocked, saying, damn, Rasengan Zuhiko doesn't work on him? Yo, Boruto knows he's cooked. This is the first time we've seen Boruto this serious. Like, look at that. He's even bleeding and shit too. Yo, he knows Jura is not to be trifled with. This is telling me that Boruto's death is coming. And you know what that means? There's two possibilities that I'm seeing. This is theories, foreshadowing, whatever it is. Kawaki is gonna pull up. Alright, that's the main thing, because Kawaki now has his limiters off. He is gonna come and save Boruto because he knows how bad this threat is. That if Boruto can't take him, then no one can take him. And that means him and Kawaki need to work together to take down Jura. So Kawaki is coming next chapter because it looks like Boruto is now gonna be pinned down. The second thing is our boy Momoshiki is coming. We're about to see how the karma and how Momoshiki look after this 3 years. And is Boruto still gonna have the Byakugan there, or is it gonna be a different type of eye? And I'm hinting the Jogen might be coming because Koji says there's no way he can win without the current sequence of events. I think he's trying to imply that Boruto can't defeat him without this future power that he's gonna unlock later. And I think Koji was holding off on telling Boruto the powers of the Jogen because Boruto has to unlock them in some sort of natural way rather than training for it. So he knows that for the Jogen to maybe awaken, Boruto may need to die or something like that in his human form. Unlike before when Kawaki killed him, he was in his karma form. So what if the Jogen actually appears when Boruto dies in his human form, which might be the case. And the Jogen is still to come because I think Koji knows that with him saying the current sequence of events. So that's what I think. Either Kawaki pulls up, Momoshiki appears because Boruto's too pinned down, or Boruto is just able to hold up against Jura just for enough time that everyone can escape. Now I'm just gonna throw this in there as well, but I think Loki Sarada might come as well. I think she might help Boruto here against Jura, and this might cause Jura to actually retreat. Only reason I'm saying this is because Kashin Koji's vision isn't always 100%. It's always changing consistently. He can see the future of what might happen in certain steps or whatever it is, but it's always changing no matter what. So if Sarada comes here and starts fighting with Boruto, we might see her second Mangekyo power, but also it might be enough to push Jura back, that Jura retreats and Boruto lives. But this will be Sarada's resolve to protecting Boruto. So that's what I think right now. Alright, shit is cooking. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter. I'm just hyped about Jura being this strong. Like, I wonder how they're gonna take him down, and I'm more curious, what other powers does Boruto have? Yo, if he's low-key hiding the Jogen under that eye, yo, shit's gonna be menacing, fam. So anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.